two idiots think that they are mastermind geniuses, and I genuinely cannot wait for them to realize that this whole thing is absolutely absurd and it all blows up in their face. Let's get into a BB28 live feed update. If you don't want any spoilers, now would be the time to scroll on. So as a quick recap, Dee is our new head of household this week. Nominations have not taken place yet. There are still conversations ongoing, but I think I know where we're headed. So basically, this morning, Dee had a conversation with Devins and said that she really wants to utilize her bribe to try and set them up for success in the coming weeks. They decide they're going to start with Yash, and if Yash says no, they're going to move on to Mallory, and they're just going to kind of keep working down the ranks until they find someone to bite on this. Luckily for them, Yash is apparently really desperate, but I do see a world where Yash can kind of maneuver his way out of this a little bit. But I can't believe that he agreed to this bribe. It's absolutely insane. The actual conversation that happened in the head of household room was blocked from the feeds, but we've been able to piece together what potentially happened based on retells and other conversations. And basically, it sounds like Yash accepted the 5K in exchange to not nominate a single icon on his next head of household. And as a reminder, this is a binding agreement, so he literally cannot go back on this. But it sounds like they also slightly loosely agreed not to nominate him this week in order to get him to agree to take the bribe. Their side, however, is not binding because it's not tied directly to the bribe. It's just like a handshake kind of deal. So if Dee still wants to nominate Yash this week, she can. But she's kind of decided that maybe she wants to go a different route. And she has her sights set on Drew. It sounds like maybe Yash spilled a lot of information, some potentially not so true, about some events that happened last week, essentially just blaming everything on Drew. It sounds like he pretty much insinuated that the reason he decided to nominate Dee and Angela is because Drew convinced him to, which is not true at all. So after the meeting with Yash, Dee decides to call a mosh pit meeting. She says she wants to air out all this information about Drew to see what he has to say, and she wants the girls and Barrett to be there as witnesses. Now, in this meeting, they also end up bringing up Yash so that they can see who between the two of them is telling the truth, because obviously Yash is saying something completely different than what Drew is saying. Now, once Yash gets in there, Drew does unfortunately act really shady and really shifty, and he's stumbling over his words.